If you have kids, you know that the best way to get them to want to do something is to tell them they can't do it. That was the case for Alena Mulhern when her mother told her that because she was not born in the United States to American-born parents, the Constitution would not allow her to run for president. That was enough to get the fire lit for this young lady as she took her case to the Massachusetts State House. Sullivan has her story.
Since the year 2000, the United States has seen more women run for and win positions in public office than at any other time in this nation's history. In 2012, Elizabeth Warren became the first female from Massachusetts to be elected United States Senator. There are currently 2 women running for President of the United States. So when a 5th grade girl from Kingston says that when she's old enough she'd like to run for president herself, we're likely not as surprised as we may have been, say, a half a century ago.
I think I'm qualified to be president because I love my country as much as anyone else does. And I think anyone who is a citizen here should have opportunities to run for president.
The one thing getting in her way, besides still being in elementary school, is the United States Constitution, as her mom explains.
One of the requirements is that you be born in this country. She was adopted from China when she was 10 months old, so she was born on foreign soil. But once she stepped foot in America, she became an automatic United States citizen. However, the law still says even though you're an automatic United States citizen at 10 months old, it doesn't matter, you still can't run for president. So I'm there to challenge her to see if she's committed to an idea, and I think when a child's committed to an idea and shows perseverance and shows some commitment level towards it, I'm going to support them in anything that I can do. So that's what I've done, and I continue to do that. As long as she wants to pursue this, and she may want to be president, she may not want to be president, but she wants the opportunity for her and other kids like her to be president. I think that's the most important piece.
She must have been up to the challenge because after some legwork and lots of letter writing, young Alena was able to testify before the Massachusetts State House. As the student council rep for her grade with a little bit of mock trial preparation under her belt, she was ready to go.
I prepared my testimony and I would say it out loud to Mom and Arian, so I got used to saying everything, and I tried to memorize as much as I could.
When Alena isn't writing letters to the president and testifying before the State House and Senate, she's still just an 11-year-old kid that likes to do 11-year-old kid stuff.
I like to build the Lego architecture series, and I like to play the piano. I play softball. Right now I'm doing an indoor training. I also like to do drama and the rec program with the acting.
No matter which way it goes, Alena's mom is just glad the issue is seeing some daylight.
If the law gets changed, that's fabulous. If it doesn't, at least we're talking about these issues. And on Alena's front, I think just having a voice be heard, I think one of the coolest things to her has been that there are kids that come up to her, high schoolers, college kids, that literally walk up to her and say, hey, I know you, I saw you on the news, you stood up for what you believed in, and I am too. I have this issue at school, or I know this kid who has this issue and we're trying to get this resolved. I think that's the coolest thing. Kids have a voice and they can be heard, and I think that's important. Perseverance is really important to a well-rounded person, and I think that's what she's showing people.
As it stands right now, the resolution is before a joint committee of the Massachusetts State Legislature. From there, it will go to the House and Senate floor and hopefully get a favorable vote. If it does, they will then take it to the Massachusetts federal delegation, where they'll bring it to Washington and hopefully file it as a bill. In the meantime, they'll just have to wait this thing out for the next 8 to 10 months. Reporting from Kingston, I'm Sullivan for PCN.